And the environment we're in now with the pandemic, that's always amazing to me when you think about, if you look at what savings rates have done during a time when many people have been out of work. But a lot of people have not been out of work, and then they also got supplemental unemployment checks, right? So they did have maybe a little bit more money to stash away. But listen to these numbers. April of 2020, the savings rate was at a record high of 33.7%. It was a year and a half ago. Of course, that was the beginning of the pandemic. But if you look at that in comparison to December of the year before, that's over quadruple the savings rate of December of 2019. So people have certainly begun saving again, because they don't know. Anytime you get uncertain about the future, and obviously we should always be fairly uncertain about the future, right? But when things like this happen, you look at the 2008 financial crisis, you look at now during the pandemic as we come out of it, and hopefully we're coming out of it, people are really stockpiling cash, and it does beg the question of, do they have a plan for it?
Yeah, and if you don't have a purpose and a plan for it, then you're more likely to struggle with how to deploy it properly.
Right.
CDs aren't all bad. If you are the type of person that you've gotten that money during the pandemic and you're going, man, I'm going to spend it if it stays in my bank account, and you want to kind of lock it up, that might be a good way to do it. There are other ways to accomplish that goal too. But if you're sitting in $30,000 sitting in your bank account and you're getting less than 0.5% or less than 0.25% for some of these, is that really the best plan for you? Because there's more than just loss of principal that can affect you in retirement and in life in general when it comes to your financial journey.
We mentioned the financial crisis. I had a family member whose husband passed away. And he told her before he passed away probably in 2007. And he told her, his wife, keep this money in CDs. Every year when it comes due, take off the interest, live off of it, and then roll it back, the principal back into another CD. Well, then the financial crisis hit, and that's not feasible anymore. But there was such a belief in CDs, this family member would not listen. No, this is what my husband told me. So if there's still that thought, in some people these days, those are the people we need to talk to and just teach them and educate them that, you have another risk that you're not thinking about.
And we have the same kind of bias sometimes when it comes to bonds. People who said, well, I just stick it in bonds and live off the interest. But we talked about this already. Interest rates are not where they used to be.
That's right.
So that strategy has to fit where we are now, not where we were 20 years ago, even 5 years ago. Those interest rates have an impact on those dividends that you're getting or the interest that you're getting off of it. So you have to be where you need to be for today's market.
Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.